Bombastic side eye.
Supposed to be a foundation brush.
Have mercy upon us.
Yes or no? Isn't this working? Isn't this giving? Puts it in, it dabs it in, it blends it into your skin, and it stays put. 10 over 10. Plus 10. All of these brushes, thinking maybe they will be bigger than I expected, but they are very, very tiny. Baby. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today, from the title of the video, I'm going to be testing out the makeup brush that I got from AliExpress. They are very tiny. So if you're interested, please stay, and if you're not interested, stay. Let's get into the video. All of these brushes, thinking maybe they will be bigger than I expected, but they are very, very tiny.
Supposed
to be a foundation brush.
Have mercy upon us.
But I'm going to try it anyways. This is my V Beauty foundation. This is my best foundation because it's kind of like my skin color. There's no problem with it at all. Before I start, this is actually my first time using a brush to blend my foundation. I always use Beauty Blender, so I'm actually excited to try this out. No play. My last video I said that I only have brushes that I use for powdered product. The brush that I have, I don't use them for my liquid product, so that's the main purpose that I actually purchased this brush, but it's small. But let's do it anyways. Okay. I mentioned this earlier in the first video that the brush is actually of good quality because the bristles do not move. They don't move at all. I'm liking this. It's blending it seamlessly.
Bombastic side eye.
Are you seeing this? Wait, I don't know if this camera is placed properly. Look at this. It's always hard to have the exact shade of foundation because it's either too orange, but this is just perfect. Do you see that? I'll be going in with my contour. This is from Divine Gold Cosmetics. But I actually mixed it with other concealer shades because it was too dark for me and I wanted it to be lighter a little bit. So that's with the foundation brush. It worked perfectly. As you can see, it blended it nicely. I don't have any harsh lines. Everything is blended correctly. The next product I'm going to be using is my blush, which is from Divine Gold Cosmetics. If you're in Nigeria, this is a very good product. Now let's see how this one blends. I'm going to go over with my concealer from Adventure Makeup and another concealer that I mixed myself in order for it to be dark because it's too light. So I'll put the lighter part at my inner corner tear dot area here, and then I go in with the darker part here. So this one is a blending brush that I got. This is very tiny, but let's see. I don't know if hey, are you seeing this? It blends seamlessly. There's no problem here. And there's a reason why I always mix my concealer because I don't want it to be too light. I want it to look more natural and flowy. But this thing blends more than Beauty Blender. I think this is what I'll be using now. This is my favorite. Okay, I actually like the fact that it's small now.
Bruh.
I actually like the fact that it's small. It's handy. It's not too big. It's very handy. It's nice. 10 over 10 plus 10. I'm going to mix the same concealers that I use for my under eye and T-zone area to conceal my brows. Another blending brush that I got from AliExpress. This is how it looks like. Let's see how this works, shall we? Actually, these brushes, they're given, and one thing I like about this is because when you use a beauty blender, it tends to remove more of the makeup, but this, it puts it in, it dabs it in, it blends it into your skin, and it stays put. I love these brushes. They are doing a great job. You can see it for yourself. It's not like if I'm hyping it, it's showing. Baby. The next thing I'm going to do is contour my nose. I'm just going to go in with my darker shade of concealer here, and then I use that same brush that I used to blend my brows to blend this in. So let's see how it goes. Tell me yes or no. Yes or no. Isn't this working? Isn't this giving? Next brush I'm going to be using is this to pat my powder. So I'm going to be using a darker shade of powder. I don't want our under eyes to be too light. Next brush I'll be going with is this brush. It's a flat tip brush, so I'm going to be using it to apply my blush. So I'm just going to use the color that I used before, which is orange and pink. This is perfect. So I use the other blending brush, which is this one, to blend the darker parts of my face, which I contoured. So now for the eyes, let's get in, let's zoom in, shall we? Before adding any powder product, I have to add a concealer in order to set it as a base for my eyeshadow to sit. Same blending brush that I used the other time, that's what I'm going to use to blend this concealer. For my eyeshadow look, I'm going to be going over with my Blossom eyeshadow palette, and I'm going to be using the shade Fumi to start my base. And the brush that I'm going to be going over with is this flat tip brush. After that, I'll go over with the same brush and take this shade. I'll put it around my brow bone area. Then I just blend it in order not to have any harsh lines. I'll go over it with my highlighter palette, and I'll take this shade. And I'm using the pointy brush that I got from AliExpress. So guys, this is the finished look, and you can see that my face is perfect. Okay, not perfect, but brushes did an amazing job. I did not have any problems with it. As you could see when I was already recording and everything was perfect. Everything was going according to plan, I guess, and there are no harsh lines at all. It blended the product seamlessly. All of the brushes did a great job. So if you are I recommend it because it's perfect. Even if you call yourself a professional makeup artist, this brush is for you. It blends seamlessly, and even if it's small, I think it's still handy when it's small. When it's small, it's the best. Even though I had issues with the powder brush because it couldn't just go everywhere at once. I had to go in small portions, but it worked well. I don't have any problem. This is the best beating I've ever done, and I did not even set my face. I just applied powder on it, and there are no crease lines under my eyes. There are no crease lines at all. So I would say yes, I recommend this to anyone who is looking for a brush that is very affordable, because I think I bought this for 1,500 naira on AliExpress and it did a perfect job. So you just have to wait for, how much is shipping fee? Let's say everything is like 2,000 naira. If you're in Nigeria, everything is like 2,000 naira, and to get here in 2 weeks, and it will blend your products well. So I don't have any problem with this. I hope you actually enjoyed the little makeup tutorial that I did with this video. And if you know you enjoyed this video, please make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and if you reach the last part of this video, comment a fairy emoji. So see you guys in my next video. Bye.